Traditional sales begin with a knock at the door. Seller knocks, customer opens, and you begin your pitch. It's a very physical and verbal conversation. You have a handshake, a pat on the shoulder. You begin to build a rapport with this person, a relationship. That relationship can lead to further investments, greater opportunities, an everlasting bond, and something that you'll remember for years to come. Something that they'll remember too. And as things evolve, we have come to the digital age where you're behind a computer screen and that physicality and that conversation isn't what it used to be. Now, as a seller, I'm behind a computer screen, typing an email to a customer, to whom it may concern. Less time is being spent on the sale and seller-customer relationship, and more efforts are on the goals of the sales manager and generating new business. As an email is a way to communicate with a buyer in a very efficient manner, it's not always the right way to do so. There's a time and a place for an email, as researchers would agree. In the past, there was a knock at the door. Now we rely on an impersonal letter regarding an attachment that includes a pitch presentation and a contact box with a signature that has contact information in case you have any questions. Is this really the way we want to sell?
You've got mail.
Now let's evaluate what percentage of sales today are based around growing the consumer relationship. As a way of digital selling has evolved, there's a large mass of information that we must retain in order to build those customer-seller relationships. And that all begins with inside and outside sales. Inside sales is where you maintain the relationship with the customer. As an inside seller, I am processing claims, I'm talking to them about their problems, I'm helping to find a resolution and maintaining the day-to-day of their account. As an outside seller, you are on the grounds more. You're able to have that relationship, but now that the digital age has evolved, that relationship has turned into email and social media and all of the different digital platforms in which you can have a conversation and build that relationship within reason. And sales and marketing collaboration is another way in which we can grow this inevitable bond with the seller and the customer. Sales and marketing are going to help you establish what you're going to do, how you're going to grow, and what you're going to use in order to make that happen. The art of persuasion is kind of eliminated after you start to digitally interact with someone. When you have the door-to-door conversation, you introduce yourself, you persuade them from the start, you tell them why your product is the best product for them, what they can use it for, and you're able to see them face to face and engage in their reaction and grow the level of communication that you use as a level of commitment in order to build a relationship and impact their lives as much as they impact yours to further any future endeavors, investments, and opportunities. When you have that digital rapport and it's over an email or through a text or even over the phone, you can't gauge their body language and you're not able to code switch in a way that you would in an in-person conversation. The art of persuasion tends to fade as soon as digital comes into the picture, and that's an unfortunate thing because leading to successful opportunities, new investments, and building that rapport with the individual from seller to customer lacks. So what are some of the pros and cons of the modern day sale? We've become digital, but that also opens up worlds of opportunities when it comes to public relations, social media, digital ad buys, building websites, and generating traffic as far as that's concerned in order to get people in the door of a store or calling somebody and generating hot leads for a consumer. So how are we going to solve this problem? Actively listen. You engage with your consumer, actively listen, and understand what they want from you and how you can code switch to make that all happen. The art of listening is one acquired. It can be successful as long as it's not selective. As humans, we go into a situation and we selectively listen to what we want to hear. And that happens even more so when there's a digital component involved. When you're at someone's door, you can actively listen to them and off the cusp have no idea what they're actually going to say. Digitally, you have this preconceived notion of who they are, what they might do, if they're interested, if they're not interested, but that's all based on your opinion. And when you're actively in person with them, basing your opinions steps to the side. You're unable to do that because you're engaging in the conversation and making sure that they are there to close a deal with you. So, in conclusion, actively listen, and now is the best time to pick up the phone and follow up with a conversation. I have no idea. That did not make any sense. Traditional to sales, I stuttered. The customer, quite different. I liked what I said. That I can't. That impersonal communicate impersonal. So and the sales intern to turn it on.